What's up, everybody? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Hi. I'm kind of in the corner over here. Thought I would try a different area of my house. Kind of looking to see how I can kind of scoot in a little bit more. I apologize. Let me move this table. Woo, it's been a while. Yes. Hi everyone. While I fix my hair. And I had such a busy morning, and I thought I would hop on. Hello. We are live. It's been a long time, right? It's been a long time. And let me adjust this laptop that always gives me issues and problems. Whew, hello. Welcome. And so I am live right now. There is no one here, and I've had some things I wanted to talk about, right? And kind of went in, wanted to talk about some things and get some things off my mind. And let's do it. So, hi everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome. You have landed at Paradigm Theories, and I am Kim Ainari. Hello. I can't tell you how busy I've been this morning. It's been absolutely insane. And I feel like, as always, coming on here is really important to me. And I just been like this morning, I had errands to run, things to do. I actually worked out. I'm not really sleep deprived, even though I feel tired for whatever reason. I am having some coffee. And so, how's everyone doing? Hi, who's this? Hi, Shelly. How are you, my love? Hi, sweetheart. So good to see you. And yes, hello. It's been several weeks. Last week I was having problems. I don't know what was going on. We do get monsoons here in Las Vegas. I know, I miss you too, Shelly. And long story short, we had monsoons. They usually happen in July, and they did come through in July, and they should have dissipated. And they usually come from Arizona, and it comes over the mountains, and we get all of this scattered rain throughout Las Vegas, Nevada. And so last week, lots of lightning and thunder and interruptions of what I feel my Wi-Fi internet. And I was calling to try to see what the heck was going on. And I still don't know what was going on that week, because I could not, for hours, I was not getting anything. And I wanted to come on last week, and I had to call my son and wait for him. He's saying I need a new modem. And I don't know what he did, because the new modem should be arriving today, because we went on eBay. And I don't know what he did, but with him being an IT tech, he was able to get us back with internet Wi-Fi. So I just felt like, hip, hip, hooray, I could do something today. So how is everyone? Shelly, how are you doing? How is everyone? I'm sure because of the fact that, a lot of people are busy during this time, time difference, time change, good deal. It's always something, right? It is always something, always. So don't ever get too comfortable. You know, I'm not an expert on computers of any kind. And that is my other family members. I'm not. I just come on here just to have fun and to talk to other people and see what's happening, as they say. So yeah, YouTube has been kind of funky too, to be honest with you. Um, I'm good. You just know, good. I'm with tech. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right, right, right. You know what's crazy is that my I wanted the title card, and I think I put that out. And I know that you have to go into your account in order for it to go along the same lines as your title. And so if you do see this and you're wondering what the heck's going on, and it's I wanted to talk about Elon Musk, and I wanted to talk about GMO food, because I'm thinking, what other topics? And of course, my favorite topic of all is UFOs. Hey, you heard from Grant. I have heard from Grant. Yes, I got a text from him, and that was last week. And he said, and I looked online, and I don't know if it was a typo. You might know what he was talking about. Something, and I do have my phone here. It was something along the lines of, excuse me, I'm getting ready to sneeze. Let me see if I still have Grant. Something about like something called Trench 5 or 5 Trench or Tranche or something. And so when I was trying to look that up, of course, Siri and everybody is trying to make sure I know how to spell things right. So I don't know. I know we do need to chat again. There's been a lot that has gone down, and I finally got from my job, have a fabulous job, and they finally hired more people, and I'm able to have my ultimate schedule at this job. Oh, okay. The release documents. I have no idea, none. And so it was just kind of like, what the hell was going on? I don't know. But anyway, so I was having problems with that. I didn't know what, because I have been extremely busy since, I want to say since June, and this is August. And I have incredible days off. And I have 4 days off from this job. And so, oh, it's see, yeah, I need to look that up. So, and I'm not prepared. So maybe I can do that next week and do some kind of a deep dive on that and see what's happening, because I have no idea on the tranche. And my 4 days off have been busy with other people, literally either visiting me, having me to, and this is always what happens during the summer. So, Kim, come do this. Kim, help me with this. Kim, can you? Boo, 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 boo. So, and this week even, it's why I had to tell one of my good friends. She may be watching or see this later. I have to go to her and her husband's house tomorrow, and you know who you are. So I haven't had time to catch my breath, and it's been extremely busy at my job. And I feel like sometimes I just want to relax on Mondays because I work weekends. And so I don't want to do anything. I'm not prepared to go live or nothing like that. How small, but it's called the Disclosure UFO documents they are releasing. Ugh, I don't know if I'll be able to look into all of that. There's a lot of documents coming out, and it's hard to keep up. And I do admit, and I think I have messaged either if it's not Grant, it's probably somebody else or something, that for me to really deep dive into that because there's so much going on in the world, so much going on with UFO, with the documents. I think I'm going to be honest, Shelly, and I said this my last video, that I was all in with this guy here. There's his book, Lou Elizondo. Yeah, I haven't even read the first round of documents. And so George Knapp, who's very famous and does interviews with Jeremy Corbell. And George Knapp, I've known about for several decades because I've lived here in Las Vegas, and he is a newscaster on Channel 8 News. And I think his last interview was with Robert Bigelow. So George Knapp, and I actually met Robert Bigelow, and he's on our show tonight, Kim Thomas Fessler. Who is George Knapp on your show or Bigelow? Who's on Fessler's show? I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, Lou. Okay. So I have an issue with Lou. And I thought I would never, ever, 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 ever say this because of people treating him and his family like crap. But I feel, and this is my opinion, and I'm not on the fence about it, is that no human has ever stepped foot on the moon. And so Lou came out a few weeks ago, and this was on Spaced Out Radio. Oh God, I can't think of her name. And so I think Lou kind of lost me a little bit when he was saying that there's actual structures on the moon. Like, okay. Now, and I can't think of her name, and I met her at a UFO conference. It sucks because I'm getting older and I can't remember everything. But she was on Spaced Out Radio, and I'll put the link down. I'll find it, and I'll put the link down if you guys want to watch Spaced Out Radio. And I'll try to find out where she talks about Lou Elizondo, and she has had experience with aliens. I don't put anybody down that has had experience with UFO, aliens, phenomena, and all this other stuff because I've had my own experience with all those things, right? Right, Shelly? And so you and I both have in so many ways. And I've had experiences, I think, with my intuitive self on different things. And it's been kind of an interesting past couple of months. Yeah. So I still believe that Lou knows a lot more and is protecting himself and his family. You can't really go out and say everything, right? And so I feel that don't embellish things, Lou. Don't you embellish anything, because I'm going to side-eye you. I've side-eyed a lot of other UFO people that have had connections to take a job. Yeah. So we have this this administration that has released documents, and I feel, and videos and photographs of UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, and USOs and all these other things. And to me, it's been a very small kind of like nothing burger. I don't know. Unless the dang things land in certain cities, take people on board. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence, which sounds terrible. I know. I've been having this channel for like over 6 years. And I had my experience, I think my experience that I had with the UAP, and then I talked on UFO Chronicles podcast and about what I saw at Nopa Range. Yeah. So we don't care what I really don't care what they release from now until I take my last breath. Like I said, we've had our experience. You haven't had any experience. I don't know what to tell you. I feel to be open-minded and to embrace. There's all different types of phenomena out there, whether it's seeing an orb, a UFO, if you're in the water, you see some strange stuff, phenomena in your house, in your garage, outside, outdoor. If you don't understand that, and I don't know what to tell you, I have experienced that. Shelly has experienced that. A lot of people I know have experienced things that can't be explained. You know, we just don't know. And so I'm all right with that. You know, it's going to be things that will happen after I take my last breath on this planet that still won't be explained, right? So let's continue. I wanted to first talk about let me see. Now, our lovely man, Elon Musk, right? Don't we just love Elon? I mean, how many people have seen Teslas all over? What can I do to just go out and play? If I'm abducted, they won't keep me. I really don't care. If they abduct me and take me off this planet, more power to me. I'm good with it. This is some weird shit going on here. This whole planet is topsy-turvy. There's supposedly either 8.3 billion or 8.4 billion people on this blue planet called Earth. And out of that 8.4 billion people, there's up to only 300 people and families that actually, kings, queens, presidents, that actually run this planet, which is absolutely insane to me. And I don't like to talk politics, but a lot of them intermarry. They're cousins, distant cousins, and they intermarry. They grow up to be a king, a queen, marry a prince or princess. It's all intermarriage. This is what this planet is about. I feel we live on a planet that is nothing but the biggest petri dish, and they just throw stuff at us. They throw stuff at us to see what we're going to do. And I feel in this constellation that we live in, that we may be the only blue planet out there. I don't know. They discovered Pluto in the early 19th century. There might be another planet, but I don't believe everything. Sorry. NASA says, pictures, photographs, all this other BS stuff. I have to believe what's in my heart. I may be 100% wrong on everything, and that's okay, because I'm only here on this planet a short time. That's it. Whatever happens afterward, whatever happens from now until, what if there is some type of esoteric or some type of energetic, cosmic something coming down and destroys a part of Earth? Because it has happened. It has happened. And what happened to those human beings? Somehow they all survived. They procreated and they survived, right? They talk about the dinosaurs, wiping everything, all the dinosaurs and all that. But somehow we evolved. People are out of control. Yeah, people are out of control. People are out of control right now. One man will go down in history, I think y'all know who that is, of changing the entire globe and countries. One person who was born for the job, His family changed his name, born for the job, to absolutely change the whole global system in the world. Will go down in history. And whatever happens to the global history, I always have said, don't get too comfortable. Don't ever feel comfortable, no matter where you live. And whatever you think that is, go with your intuitive mind, So anyway, Elon, let's get back to Elon. Elon is a messy person as far as I'm concerned. These Teslas and Tesla trucks are all over here in Nevada. All over. I mean, I have a friend who's a professor at the college and was telling me that kids like that are in their freshman year or whatever, community college and all, they love these Teslas. They will work 2 or 3 jobs in order to have a Tesla. They don't care. Yeah, go ahead, Shelly. I'm going to be talking about some other things too, about UFOs and stuff. Thanks for stopping by. You got my phone number. It has not changed. So text me whenever. You have a great day, love. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Bye. So Elon Musk on August 5th of this year. Yeah, of course, girl. You can watch the rest of it. Because God knows when I'll be back on again. Love you, Shelly. You take care of yourself. And we shall keep in touch soon. Bye, sweetheart. We'll see you soon. Thanks for stopping by. That's my good friend, Shelly. On August 5th of this year, Elon Musk, it was a booster from a Falcon 9 rocket launched, and so his whole thing about testing his boosters and rockets. So he wanted to see the effect of a collision with one of his rockets on the moon that created a crater. And I'm like, dude, please leave the moon alone. Y'all are just bothering the moon. But the moon shall stand strong, right? I think as many things have pounded, look at the moon in itself anyway, right? It's got all these craters, that it still stands to this day and is an amazing having the moon and our sun. How many people, there was a solar eclipse, which was last week, and there were people that went to different countries to actually, one of them was Spain, to actually see the solar eclipse. And then we have the lunar eclipse. So all of these really wonderful, beautiful things that we can't control. It just happens. And what does it do to people when, I've seen a solar eclipse. I think I talked about it on my channel. I actually make sure if you're in the solar one to have the special glasses and you can actually see the sun when it comes around and it lines up with Earth. And it's just, oh my God, it's amazing. And I'm hoping everybody will have that chance to witness and feel that. I witnessed it. And if you're in pain, this is what's interesting. If you have a lot of pain going on anywhere in your body and you are outside during that short time of the solar eclipse, it will take the pain away. At least it did for me. And I had a pain going on in my foot. Really terrible. It was off the chart. And I'm not saying it's going to cure everybody that's in terrible pain with diseases or anything like that. But for me, it really took the pain away. I can't remember how long it lasted. but it was amazing. And so if you ever get a chance to ever see a solar eclipse, check that out. So Elon Musk, and I wanted to talk about that because how soon do you think they're actually going to have some type of spaceport on the moon? And where will it be? Will it be on the dark side of the moon, or will it be on the side? I think it'll be on the side where we all can. I don't know if we'll be able to see it with our naked eye. That would have to be a freaking ginormous type of teleport. you know, um, you can't see the flag on the moon. I mean, how many? It's just really ridiculous. Anyway, to see something small like that, and you would have to have a really like a NASA Hubble telescope to see anything that small. So all those fake videos showing the flag waving from somebody's backyard telescope is absolutely fake, fake, fake. There is no damn way you're going to see a flag that was planted on the moon. So just out of here, out of here. So, there was and this is kind of still along the lines of the UFO phenomena, or people that worked in things of scientists and things, right? I think I did a whole episode, and I think it was on, and I'll put the link up afterward once I end this. Of this of Melissa Cassius. And again, she was to me someone that worked at Los Alamos National Laboratory. I have to read it. She vanished in June of 2025. That was, recent, right? It wasn't like 10 or 20 years ago. And her family just devastated. It was just a really odd what happened during that time. And I wanted to bring it up because the Daily Mail did an article just recently about an update. So her skeletal remains were found this past May of 2026, and a hiker found her skeleton remains. And so so this particular of what happened, and what was interesting was that they feel that she unalived herself, and her family was questioning, like, they have an issue with her unaliving herself. But a handgun was found next to her body, her partially decomposed body. And I don't want to be too gross, but when you're out there like that, a lot of animals come by, but they were able to determine that she unalived herself with this handgun. And this article came out on the Daily Mail it was updated on the 18th, and they found out that the handgun was owned by her husband. So that leads to a lot of questions. Now, when people unalive themselves, it doesn't matter. The people that are left, family and friends, will never understand why they would do something like that. I will say I have immediate family members who had that to happen, in-laws. And even though the evidence pointed to this person doing that to themselves, to this day, and that's been like like 30 or 40 decades ago, they still question that. They still question that this happened because this person was with this person, or there's still some mystery going on. And so I just feel when people do that, and doesn't matter if they left a note, maybe if they left a note or anything, or their actions made like this is what we feel happened, they're always going to question. It doesn't matter if they leave a note or anything like that. They're always, until they take their last breaths, these family members and friends, they will never know why and understand why somebody would do that to themselves. And so I wanted to bring that up because they keep updating about Miss Cassius, and her husband, I believe, was not with her. This woman was on, she was doing things to wrap things up, is what I want to say. She was doing things to wrap her life up. And so, yeah, I wanted to bring that up, guys. So, yeah, so there's still some mysteries to that whole thing going on with those scientists, and there's a lot of them. On my other title card, I had mentioned about GMO foods, and I don't want to do a whole thing about GMO foods because the fact that I think we all know genetically modified foods are of interest, especially to me. I just want everybody here that comes across this video to take good care of yourself, become an amazing label reader, take care of your health, as I've always said, and just look at your food, look at expiration dates, and just make sure that if something doesn't look right, then you might want to avoid that. I had a friend, a girlfriend, my bougie girlfriend, who loves to, all she buys is Whole Foods. She can afford Whole Foods. I don't know why she goes there. Maybe she goes to Costco and other places, but she loves Whole Foods, which is a very expensive bougie type of grocery store. It's not really a grocery store. It's like a bougie version. So she's calling me on the phone, and she's standing in front of the eggs. And so she calls and she's like, Kim, she goes, oh God, now we're going to hear the noise of the blower. Do apologize. She goes, if you were here, which eggs would you get? I'm like, what? So she turns her phone around. She's like scanning, like showing me on this live chat. I go, oh shoot. I said, yeah. I said, looks like there's maybe 10 or 12 different types of cartons of eggs. GMO, free range, cage free, omega-3, vitamins, blue eggs, white eggs, brown eggs. There's cartons with blue and brown eggs. I go, growing up, there was only 2 types of eggs, white or brown, and none of that other stuff inside. I said, I don't know what's happening. I said, does it taste better? Is the yolk better? I said, you have to determine on your own what type of eggs to get, because I can't tell you. But it's interesting how all of a sudden now grocery stores have all these different types of eggs to just make you confused. So apologize about the blower that's happening. So just make sure you take good care of yourself. I wanted to bring that up because I thought it was, for me, it was kind of hysterical. And what kind of eggs do I get? I just buy, I like brown eggs, and I don't eat a whole lot of eggs, but I get protein from other types of food. I like albacore. I like salmon. Get your omega-3s, and of course you can have chicken, beans. there's lots of other sources to get protein, and eggs. It just depends. Is a good source. I mean, there's people at my job that will bring hard boiled eggs to work, and I have done that too. It's very filling, and so whatever floats your boat. So the what's happening? So on the National Review, will the Pentagon latest UFO files satisfy the alien theorists? I'm going to click on this so I can read it to you guys. So this is what's interesting. So how many people still think the government is hiding evidence of aliens and UFOs, especially extraterrestrial? This is what's interesting to me, because there's so many people that have seen that type of phenomenon and has scared them. They have written books about it, and the government has released some things that there are, we question aliens. I hate that word. It's just, but anyway. All right, so here we are. Shelly, I wish you were still here, because now I'm finding out about, is it Tranchy or Tranch? The most interesting report, guys, in this Tranch or Tranchy was a 2021 Gulf of Oman incident involving an AC-130 gunship firing on small, fast-moving objects that appeared to evade the American aircraft shots. Whoa. Similar reports often turn out to be balloons, drones, birds, flares, or optical illusions that sometimes manifest under combat conditions where there is limited resolutions. Another highlight was a February 2024 incident in the Ukraine that involved a reconnaissance drone observing what was apparently an enormous disk. This was previously reported, but estimating range by staring at something on a screen is exactly how parallax errors happen. Such a math error seems more probable in this case. Now, that's what they're saying. The final interesting incident was sworn testimony from a senior U.S. intelligence officer investigating an area where loud noises have been heard and unidentified aerial phenomena spotted on radar in a remote mountain range near a government-owned weapons test range. There's test ranges over here. I wonder. Well, in a helicopter, the intelligent officer and crew observed countless orange orbs swarming in all directions that matched the speed and flight path of nearby fighter jets and chased them. Though this case may sound compelling, the fact that it occurred on a test range while fighter aircraft were actually training in the same airspace points to a likely source: simple flares bouncing and moving via wind effects. We have no photos were taken by the senior officer, and most recording of the object seems to have fallen outside the helicopter's FLIR field of view. So, we still, like I said, there's still cases of we're not sure. I know personally, like I was telling Shelly, we have had our own experiences, and it doesn't matter how much we want to believe in all of this, but there will always be people that will try to tell us otherwise, right? So that's what's kind of interesting to me. Let me see who's on. So, oh yes, Chris Ramsey. I think he talks about, what is his YouTube channel about? Is it Area 52? Chris Ramsey, to me, just blew up. I think he's had his YouTube channel for a while, but my sibling, he's been kind of known in and around the UFO phenomenon for many, many years. And so, yeah. So that's kind of, to me, he's had it's so many podcasts now. And I think I've always said that it's really hard for me to keep up with all the podcasts going on because I can't, I have other things I have to do in my life. And because I mean, oh my God, Randall Carlson, who I love, was on Jimmy Church's Fade to Black YouTube channel yesterday. And I want to finish watching that. And because Randall is also associated with, I don't know if this is going to come up, the person that helped write this book, The Epic of Humanity, it's Matthew LaCroix. I call him Matt LaCroix. And he went around the world all of last year and part of this year. And Matt was on Gaia for a year or so. He really has come up. I remember where some people knew about him, and then he just blew up. Very good friends with Billy Carson. They wrote this book, The Epic of Humanity, and such a great book. And if you kind of want to know how certain things got started with the cuneiform tablets, and it's just, I love it because it's really interesting. The discovery in Iraq in the mid to late 18th century. And they talk about in here the Enuma Elish, which is the first chapter of the Bible. And that's like, is there anything that came before those tablets? So far, not a lot has been, or anything has been discovered. So Enuma Elish first. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can look up about the Sumerian, which is language, or the cuneiform tablets that are out there. And humans are the ones that have found, have changed the Bible in so many ways. And this is what we do. But there's just some interesting things about all of that. And so check that out if you can. So I wanted to mention to some people, you know who you are. I have to congratulate. I feel like my friend may see this, maybe not. And she just texted me and was saying that she is expecting baby with her boyfriend, fiance. I'm so happy. So you know who you are. Congratulations on that. So I wish there was more exciting news, guys. Like I said, I've been pretty busy, and just was happy to see Shelly. Shelly comes through all the time. She's totally in support. And Grant, if you see this now, I know about what you were talking about from that little article that I just talked about. And I'm not sure how, I'm thinking if you ever watch this, that you might tell me how to, is it tranch? Is it tranch? I'm not sure, but anyway. So all I have to say is that we just have to keep our eyes open. There's going to be things in our skies that we will not understand. There's just like maybe some type of, when you see orbs or things like that, I mean, is that a plane or is that something? I don't know. I think you have to decide for yourself. But it's been great. I didn't want this to be a very long YouTube video right now. I am going to be going on my other channel, which I haven't been on in a while. And there I can talk about Mitch McConnell, because I'm going to use the box, the voice box, and see if anything comes out about Mitch McConnell. Will be going on the box. I'll leave a link to Kim's Tarot, and I'm going to end this stream. And if you want to support me over there, I don't have a whole lot of people. I've been having other influencers trying to get me to let them handle that channel. But, you know, my whole thing is I just don't have time. It takes dedication. It takes the right type of equipment. I don't have the right type of equipment, I feel, to be going live and be comfortable with all of that, trying to come out with, I have this channel and I have the other channel, and I just don't have time for all of that. But yeah. So anyway, guys, yeah, thank you for supporting me. Have some wonderful new followers. And also, I will leave a link up to Kim's Tarot. And if you want to join me over there, you can. And, you know, just heck, if anything else happens, anything else comes up, please let me know, because I always feel that in some instances that while I'm away, that you guys see more things than I do. And I'm talking about news. And if you're on other type of social media, then frick, you know, hey, come out and let me know. I want to know. I do want to know. So I'll put a link out on the chat to Rock and the Tarot. And thank you to all of my followers. And if you get to see this video afterward, thank you very much too. We're going to be, I'm going to end the stream, and I'll be going over to my other YouTube channel. And we're going to talk. Let's see, where the hell is Mitch McConnell at? Over there, I can talk about politics. I try to not do that at all on here. All right, guys, take good care of yourselves. Be good to one another, yourselves and others. And if there's anything that you want me to discuss, let me know in the chat. Okay? All right, guys. I love you to pieces. And I will come back if I know of any other things to talk about. All right? Okay. Bye, guys. We will talk soon. Bye.